giving me bad information. What's up, fam? How you doing? This is Robert Antine here, robertantine.com, coming to you with your no frills commentary from a singer. Yes, the X Factor continued. They finally played the rest of what's going on, and on the East Coast, what ended up happening was, what had happened was, they came in with Demi's results, you know, so they didn't play, I don't think, the first half. Did they play the first half? I don't think they played the first half. No, I don't think they played the first half. But anyway, I'd already seen the first two, so I'm going to jump into the second two. If you haven't seen the first installment of this, I already have it up. I'll link it in here. With Demi's results, Nick Youngerman came in, and Demi said he was so much fun to watch on stage, and he has the ability to light up a room and get everybody on their feet. But she said that the bar was set really high, and she told him that he was going home, and that was no surprise. Paige Thomas was up next, and Demi gave her a big hug and told her there's nobody in the world who could say she doesn't have star quality. She said each week she needed to grow, though. And here's Paige starts crying, baby. Paige was crying up a storm. I was like, oh Lord, she didn't even say nothing to her yet. So she thought she was really going home, because just the way that Demi was talking, I would have been like, oh my God, my heart would have been thumping too. So Demi told her she was going through to the live shows, and she started crying even more. So I wrote, is Jillian or CeCe at the end, because they were the only two left, and of course they were playing them pretty much back to back. So Jillian Jensen was told by Demi that she was extremely talented, but the problem was that the competition was based on more than just incredible vocals. And Jillian was bawling, and Demi told her she's going home. And she tried to console her and everything, and of course she just kept crying, and then Demi started crying when she left. She was like, this is hard, you know? I was like, oh, that is terrible. And CeCe Frey was up and was told by Demi that it was going to be difficult for her to find a balance between her being confident and her being, you know, likable. She also told her that her last performance went a little overboard, and then she told her that she's in her final four. So Demi's young adults going to the live shows are Paige Thomas, CeCe Frey, Jennel Garcia, and Willie Jones. Next we move on over to Simon's house in Miami, and Lyric 145 was up first, and they had to stand in front of Simon. All the groups had to stand in front of Simon. You know, everybody else let people sit down. Simon was like, no, they can stand while I give, you know, the proceedings, while I control the proceedings. He said he felt the pressure that they were on because, you know, they were put together last minute and they only had a few days to work out something. And he loved the humor he brought to their song. He also said he had to put people in his final four that are going to blow people away. And of course they are, so they got a yes. Dope Crisis was up next, and Simon asked them how they thought they did. And they thought they did wonderful. They're like, yeah, oh yeah, yeah, what is it? And he thought they could not have put any more into their performance. And they didn't realize, you know, he was saying it like it was a good thing, but you know, when he said it before, it felt like it was not a good thing, because he felt like, to me it seemed like he was saying that he didn't think that they could grow anymore, that basically hit their top, that they couldn't go any further. So he told them that they didn't make it. Emblem 3 came in next and tried to present their case to Simon before he even started talking. They were like talking, and he told them he's been impressed with them since he first saw them, and it was the first time he was excited about a group. But he didn't feel like they were as rehearsed as the others in their last performance. And he felt like that they didn't give it more than 100%. People drive me crazy with this giving it more than 100%. Well, 100% is the top, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, he also said he didn't think they did their best, because they said they thought they did their best, and he said, no, I don't think you did. So he was really like getting down on them, right? They're like making them feel like that they were gonna go home. They got a yes naturally, and one one finally jumped into the pool and came out of his shirt as usual. You know, these boys got to come out of their shirt. It's good for ratings, so whatever works. Sister C comes up next, so we know one of the groups is going home. I'm looking forward still already, because I know Sister C is staying, because they are not the last two. So one of the new groups are going home, and I'm kind of surprised by that, because usually they try to keep the new groups. But they walked up all holding hands, and Simon said what impressed him is that he could imagine recognizing them on the radio. He said he thinks America is going to love them, and he sent them through with a yes. So they were alternating between Playback and Lylas, but I'm gonna just give it to you plain. Playback was told by Simon that sometimes putting groups together doesn't work out, and they got sent home. Lylas was told by Simon that he was very, very impressed with their vocals, but he had to have total and utter confidence that they could deliver under pressure. And then he put them through to the live shows. So that's a good thing. That's a great thing. Lylas, Love You Like a Sister is on through to the live shows. And Simongroups, Lylas, Sister C, Emblem 3, and Lyric 145. Now next week, they will not be starting the live shows, okay? At the end of this episode, they ran a too long promo I wrote, but we did get to see each contestant once again. And they announced that the live shows are going to be starting on November 1st. What did you think of the show tonight? Did you know most of what was going on? What did you not know was going to happen that you thought that might have been, you know, changed? Because we know a lot of stuff is going around the internet, and I even posted some stuff into my description box that I had heard from like people who saw it in Canada and all these different things. You know, I'm gonna miss next week. I'm really gonna miss seeing them next week, but I'll get by. I can find stuff to do, you know what I'm saying? This is Robert Anton, robertanton.com. Make sure to check out my So You Wanna Be a Singer series right here on YouTube and my originals playlist. I'm out.